Hey, this is Judah Mantell for SceneForge Studio, and in this video I'm going to go over version 0.7.9. As you can see already, it has a great new feature for the color grading menu that I'm really excited about. It's worth noting that this is present in both the main SceneForge application as well as the server mode that I'm using in this example. It is only available for pro users at this time, the overall color grading menu, so just keep that in mind. So as you see here on the left hand side, we have two new options for different panels we can switch between. That is primaries wheels and log wheels. So if you're familiar with other color grading workflows, this should not be anything new to you. I highly suggest watching other videos on the way these things work, because it'll go over much more detail than I will be able to in this video if you're not familiar with it. But a very basic overview is that for primaries wheels, lift, gamma, and gain control the dark points, light points, and mid points respectively. And you can see generally for both of these options, the color wheels allow you to control very precisely the direction in which different aspects of your color kind of move towards. So you can just click and drag the little handle in the center, and at the bottom you can adjust the intensity as you see here, or just reset it by clicking the little reset button in the top corner. Now the lift, gamma, and gain operate on the ASC CDL standard. That's the American Society of Cinematographers color decision list, which is just a standard format for exchanging color correction and color grading information between software and hardware to make sure there's no inconsistencies. So this will make it pretty easy to slot into any existing filmmaking workflow, which is exactly what I'm trying to accomplish with SceneForge Server. Now the log wheels are a little bit more complex behind the scenes. You'll see it allows you to control the shadows, midtones, and highlights. So you can see over here we have the shadowed areas. I can just bump this towards more reddish tones, and you'll see it'll adjust the shadows without kind of affecting the rest of the picture as much as the primary wheels would. Same for the midtones around the walls, and the highlights where these lights are actually shining onto our picture, as you see here. Now obviously this is pretty exaggerated, but you can see how much control it gives you over the actual color in your picture, which is really great. Keep in mind though, if anything looks not quite as you expect, these options in the color grading menu applies to all of your layers in the project for SceneForge Server, as opposed to this area on the left, which only applies to your source footage being input over here. So to keep things consistent, I recommend either using one or the other, or just being highly aware of what options you're using. These options get saved and loaded exactly as you'd expect with the rest of these options on the left. So if you have your presets or different styles you want to save and load, this just gets added to it in this new release. They work pretty much as you'd expect if you are familiar with existing color grading workflows, but if there's any questions you have about it, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Or you can email judah@sceneforge.app and I'll get back to you that way. And so with that, thank you so much for watching. This has been version 0.7.9. I will see you in the next video.